All right, it's a fake news weather report alarmist style. Taking a look at the lightningmaps.org real-time lightning map. You gotta love it. Got some lightning. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Looking at the AccuWeather US Doppler radar. We got one little bit of hard hat weather right there. And I got something turned on that I don't want turned on. How do you like that? Touches. Get that out of here. All right. Sorry about that, folks. All right, there we go. Get rid of that extraneous nonsense. So yeah, we got one bit of hard hat weather here in South Dakota, about to cross into Minnesota. A little bit of druidic rainstorms going across the Great Lakes region, and this endless morning rain showers in the Bay Area. Holla! All right. Take a look at a little bigger view of things. The NASA water vapor goes full disk. See if we can figure out what's happening here. We got some rotation in the central Atlantic. Saharan dust layers making it all the way across again, as you can see like this. Kind of drying out the Caribbean. And the U.S. is characterized by a high pressure system punching and kicking its way in there, pushing this monsoonal moisture up to the northeast. And then we've got a line of dry air stretching across the whole country, kind of splitting it in half, and an additional line of dry air kind of attached to that initial part, pushing the monsoon. Not really a lot to be scared of, except, well, any of these areas in here, or in here could experience reverse hail. You're best off to know about reverse hail. Reverse hail is when ice cubes get sucked out of your freezer and pulled outside and sucked up into the atmosphere, where they sublimate, otherwise known as evaporate. They turn directly from ice to water vapor. Reverse hail, important term. Learn it. See what's going on in the cloud layer here by taking a quick look at the NASA shortwave radiation animation. Here's this hard hat weather up here. In fact, with the amount of red on there, I'll bet there's hail. I'll bet there's damaging wind. So I'm going to just go out on a limb here and say that's motorcycle helmet, underground bunker weather. And we got some strong storms off the coast of Cuba. Big clouds forming off the coast of Florida here, making for a little bit of stormy conditions in the Gulf. Not a place to be on a boat with Mark Wahlberg, because the last thing you want to see is a hunk drown, especially if it's the last thing you see. And last but not least, the atmospheric river is finally heading out. Headed toward Iceland. Take a look at the water vapor image of the U.S. You can see that dry air we talked about. Reverse hail danger is western Arizona, southern California, and in any of these strips of dry air here. Don't let your ice cubes get sucked out of your freezer. Prevent it from being imploded by cracking that sucker open. All right, let's take a close look at the motorcycle helmet weather going on in South Dakota. Minnesota, heads up. It's coming. It seems to be holding up at the border. So, giving you a little bit of extra time there, Minnesota. But what's going on here is you've got this dry air stabbing in through the Dakotas. And you got this dry air here, which is kind of stabbing its way up like this. Kind of like a knife and a spear. And as this happens, there's wet air. This wet air is just trapped here. It has nowhere to go. So what happens? Boom! That's what happens. So get out your hard hats if you're in southern Minnesota. Get hard hats, motorcycle helmets, underground bunkers, etc. Hide under a desk. And remember, on your way fear-mongering, don't drink. And if you drink, don't fear-monger. In fact, just don't fear-monger in general.